Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for clicking on today's video. If you're new to my channel, this is the first time you're clicking on one of my videos. Hi, my name is Jess and thanks for clicking on today's video. Today's video is going to be another foundation review. Today's foundation is going to be on the higher end of things, so we're going to be reviewing the new Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation. I really wanted to try this because they were saying it's more like a skin-like foundation, and if you're a long-time watcher of my channel and my reviews, especially for foundations, you will know that I love those kind of foundations. So let's not delay this video any longer. Let's just jump right into the video. We all need to know the real deal behind these high-end foundations, if they're worth it, and we don't want to go spend our hard-earned coins on these foundations and they suck. You know what I mean? So I literally put this foundation to the test for you guys. I've been testing it for 2 days. 2 days. If you're not following me on my Snapchat, just suggest you guys go on over there and follow me. You would know, if you are following me on Snapchat, you would know when I was testing this particular foundation out. I didn't mention the name of the foundation, but I was literally reviewing it for you guys there and then for those 2 days. And let me just say, I did at first hated the foundation. Let me just say that. And I was very disappointed because this is a high-end foundation. And I was very disappointed for the fact that it was settling in the corner of my nose, which you guys know I hate, just completely hate when foundations do that. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are just like that too. Such a high-end foundation, like I shouldn't be getting that issue at all. Also, because the foundation is so light, I didn't expect that to happen. Being that the foundation claimed to be a more skin-like foundation, I didn't expect that to happen at all. But I was getting that issue. However, on the second day, I did remedy that and I did fix that solution, and now I'm obsessed with the foundation. Like literally obsessed. It's not gonna take too much work to get it to wear the way you want it to. This is just like a, let's just say it's not an extra step. It's something you normally would do after applying your foundation. However, you're just gonna have to use a lot more of it. So it's not like an extra step or extra yard you have to go to make this foundation work. Once you do it the way that I'm going to show you today, then you will have no problem. Let's just read the claims on this bad boy, shall we? First off, the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation. Youthful look 24-hour foundation. Claims to be a 24-hour wear. Broad spectrum, which means there is some sunscreen in this foundation. To be exact, SPF 25. It's supposed to be a self-setting finish, invisible SPF innovation, which means that even though the foundation has SPF in it, you shouldn't get any flashback when taking flash photos. Tested all of that. It's a youthful but only better foundation, meaning the longer you wear it, the better it should look. And I definitely put that shit to the claim because your girl wore this foundation for 16 hours. Yeah, you heard me, 16 hours. That's pretty much it. If there's anything else on this foundation, I will, you guys know, pop it up in the screen, including the price and so on. The amount of foundation you're getting in this bad boy is 32 ml, which is about 1.08 fluid ounces. This is actually a little bit more than a regular foundation, meaning a lot of foundations usually come in about 1 fluid ounce. This just has like a 0.8 more than regular foundations. For a hole in this box, especially when I first got it, I was like, what's up with this? This feels like there's nothing in the box, literally. But all those other foundations that you would have so much weight to it, it's not obviously it's pretty much not the product in the bottle, it's just the bottle that's giving the weight. But this foundation packaging is so light, so efficient, so travel friendly. One reason why I love the packaging so much, and look how slim it is. Seriously, I love the packaging so much. You guys know I'm not a packaging person, but I do appreciate the fact that this foundation has way more, not way more, but a 0.8 ounce more than our regular standard foundations, but looks like it doesn't have nothing inside. Like, it looks so small. The container is a plastic, very slim, very lightweight foundation bottle or squeezy tube. And speaking of squeezy tube, it is a squeezy tube applicator, so it's not a pump or a pour out tube mouth. It's a squeezy tube, which I really like foundations like this because it's easier to apply on the face. The shade that I got is in Tan Y440. Youthful, meaning it should be skin like, light, feels great. I think the coverage is set to be light to medium. The claims on that, I would say it is about a buildable medium, definitely not full coverage. It's more on the light to buildable medium coverage. I love the foundation. Let me say, I just love it. This review is so different, but I will go ahead, apply it, and whilst applying it on the face so you guys can see the color and everything, I will explain to you the issues that I first got when I first applied it, what made me like hate the foundation literally, and the second way I tried it out and ended up loving the foundation. Used two different primers. The first day I went in with my my usual primer, which is the Fenty primer, and I don't know if it's a primer that did this to the foundation or what, but I switched the primer up on the second day and I used my Smashbox primer, and I find that I had a different outcome with the Smashbox primer. So I don't know if the Fenty primer had anything to do with the issue that I was getting on the first day, but I did use a different primer, and I did, like, towards the end I'll tell you guys, I did use or did something differently than what I did with the first day. My shade, I got Y440, so basically the Y stands for yellow for my undertone. I usually go for more of a neutral undertone, but if they don't have neutral, I usually stick with the yellow undertone. So I got a yellow undertone foundation in the shade Tan 440. However, looking at it in here, it doesn't strike me as a yellow undertone looking at it like this. Even when I put it on the face, it was pulling more orange, almost red, and I was like, whoa, that is a little dark. And I thought that it wasn't going to match me, but once I started blending it into the skin, it just, you guys, this shit just like literally blended into my skin. Like, you couldn't tell the difference. I'm gonna go in with my angled kabuki brush, which you guys know I love and I use all the time to apply my foundations. Sorry, but your girl ain't gonna be using no beauty blender because this is what I use. Using a brush, you'll get more fuller coverage than using a beauty blender. The beauty blender usually takes away your coverage from your foundation because it sucks up all your product. So I usually go in with a brush, and this is the brush I've been using for years, literally for years. The bad thing with this bottle or tube of foundation is that it doesn't stand. Like, it wouldn't like sit on your dresser or anything, so you literally gotta hold it in your hand like what I'm doing right now, because there's no flat surface here. It's like literally rounded off, so you'll have to always be holding this or close it and put it down if you want to put it down. One flaw on the packaging, but I still like the packaging. Now, the primer I'll be going in today with is my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I love this primer, but only for certain occasions or certain things. So today we're going to be going in with just a little bit because, like I said, I don't know if it was the primer that made the foundation wear better or if it was the last step that I did to make it wear better. So I'm going to literally take this amount and just concentrate it more in the T-zone area where I have more visible pores and my smile line area. By the way, if you like this makeup look that I have on my eyes right now, it will be, I did film it, so it will be going up most likely after this video. Now, you want to be very careful with this because I find that when you shake it when it's closed, the foundation literally bubbles over and make a mess. So I would suggest opening it, covering it, and then shaking it. That's what I'm doing right now. And let me zoom you Let me zoom you guys in so you can see better. My face is pretty clear, so there's not much to cover except this spot right here and this one here. These are literally fading, so they're looking way lighter than my last 2 foundation reviews back. By the way, I will list those videos down below, or I will annotate it up into this screen right here so you guys can check them out if you haven't seen them already. That's pretty much it. This foundation would be perfect for someone that has 0 marks on their face, which it's very rare that someone has 0 marks on their face. So yeah, let's just go with the foundation. This is what I did, exactly what I did. So I'm just literally just repeating what I did that day. This is what I was saying about, you know, you having to put the cover down in order to stand the foundation up. You can't like do it like this because it will fall over. Now I'm gonna go with my foundation brush. You guys know I always dampen it just a little bit with spray, so mine is already damp. Now let's go in with the foundation, shall we? This is just literally just one application of the foundation. I can't say pumps or squeeze because I went with a couple squeeze, but it's not fully covered. As you can see, you're still seeing a little bit of my imperfections, if you want to call it that, but the skin just looks a little blurred out a little bit, but you're still seeing my skin through it, which I love in foundations. This shade matches me perfectly. I'm pretty good at matching online. So this is the before side of the face and this is the after side. Now even looking at it straightforward, sorry if I'm looking off of the camera, I'm looking into my viewfinder. If you're looking straight ahead, you can see the difference. The side looks a little bit more blurred out, like almost smooth out, but it's just a foundation and it's like not even sticky. It's already a dry. I don't know if I would give the finish more of a satin to demi matte, I guess, but it looks really good. So I'm gonna go in with one more layer just to see how much coverage I will get, or show you guys how much coverage I will get. By the way, there's not that big of a scent to the foundation. Very light, very light. You're barely smelling anything, so there's nothing overpowering on the scent or chemically or anything like that, or even perfumey. It just very faint smell. I can't even tell you what it is, but it's not bad. Okay, with 2 application of the foundation, you are going to get a little bit more you're gonna get a little bit more coverage. As you can see, I got a little bit more coverage, and the mark on the face right here and here is like medium covered. I can still see it. I know you guys can still see it very lightly, but it's a little bit more covered, a little more blown out. The face is a little bit more blown out, so it's a little better with 2 application of the foundation. Again, this is the side without any foundation, and this is the side with foundation. It just gives you a nice skin-like look, almost like you're not wearing any foundation, but you're wearing foundation, but you're not kind of look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but looking at the foundation very up close, you're like almost seeing it sitting on my face, and it's like almost looking like it's settling in the corner of the nose. And if you're looking at the top of the nose, oh god, I don't know if you guys can see this, you're like almost seeing the foundation. Like you can see the foundation is there. On the first day of testing it, I was like, this is not no skin like if I'm seeing it. Like, I was literally seeing the fucking foundation on my skin. And when this foundation first advertised, I was like, it was advertised that it was like literally gonna go into your skin, you're gonna look like skin, you can't tell you're wearing foundation, it's so light, blah blah blah, all of that. But I wasn't getting any of that. I was like almost seeing the foundation almost to a cakey look, if you get what I'm saying. It was almost looking on the cakey side. So I'm gonna go ahead. I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about though. If you look on the nose, you can like literally see the foundation raising up from the skin. It's starting to look like it's creasing in the corner of the nose and all of that jazz. But I noticed I'm only getting that in the middle of the face. So like on the forehead. So like on the forehead area, you can literally see the foundation like here. You're like seeing the indentation of where the foundation is. Even though you guys literally see me blending it into my hairline, you're literally seeing the foundation. You're seeing it like raised up, especially in the nose area. It's looking like it's creasing there, especially above the lip and around the mouth. It's like literally raising up from the skin. But let me go ahead and finish the rest of the face, put on my concealer and so on, and I will come back to you guys and I will show you guys what I did to make all of that disappear. I had watched this other YouTuber's video reviewing this foundation. She was literally, not even joking, getting the same exact problems that I was getting. I was like, god damn. So I thank god it wasn't me and it's the foundation. She was literally getting the same problems that I was getting, and she came up with a solution of, you know, spraying a bunch of Fix Plus on her face, which resolved that problem, which is what I just showed you guys. The whole foundation looking like it was coming off of the skin. It was like more like sitting on top of the skin rather than being in the skin. She said to use a bunch of Fix Plus, and I don't have any Fix Plus. My Fix Plus I literally ran out of, but I used my Mario Badescu facial spray, and I literally went in on this shit on the face. So I would say it doesn't matter if it's Fix Plus or not, any spray. So if you have the Mario Badescu spray or any Urban Decay spray, I'm thinking it's just the fact that the spray is helping the foundation to seep into the skin better. That's what I'm getting from that. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get Fix Plus, because I used the Mario Badescu and did what she recommended, and I got the same results. So I'm assuming it doesn't matter. Any facial spray should do the job, but it's just that you need a whole lot of it. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish off the rest of my face, and we'll come back to the spray part. Guys, the rest of my face makeup is on. This is I actually filmed this video, so it's a tutorial on the eyes and the lips alone, so look out for that video if you like this look. Very simple, but it's still a little challenging because we know some of us don't have that steady hand for that liner, but it's pretty simple. So like I was telling you guys before I left and went to finish off the rest of the makeup, yeah, this foundation is really nice. I really love this foundation. Definitely gives you that skin-like finish only if you do the step that I'm about to do. Now, like I said, when I first applied it, the foundation was looking a little shitty in the face, and by shitty I mean it was looking like it was literally sitting on my skin, and it was creasing in the corner of my nose a little bit, and it just didn't look good. It just didn't look good, and I learned it the hard way. But on the second day that I tested this foundation out, I went in with my Mario Badescu spray and a different primer, of course, and I literally sprayed this shit all over the face, and I noticed a huge difference in how the foundation was looking. It was starting to look like how it advertised it to be looking. It was starting to look like that. So let's go ahead and spray the face with whatever spray you have. It doesn't have to be a Mario Badescu, whatever you have. If it's Urban Decay or a MAC Fix Plus, whatever finishing spray you have, I just feel like the foundation needs to be like wet a little bit so that it can seep into the skin, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and spray the face, and you want to be a little generous with this one. Whew. You guys see what I mean by generous? Like literally you have to dose yourself with spray. So let's just let this dry for a second. You have to do this step like extra just to make the foundation work. Who's complaining? This feels really good. I'm gonna zoom you guys in now so you can see how the skin looks so much different than, you know, when before I sprayed the face. The lights, and maybe you'll see better. Oh yeah, I think you'll see better without the lights. My skin is still just a little bit wet, but if you look really close, now you're not seeing like the foundation raising up. Now I'm getting that radiant skin-like look on the face. If you look closer to the forehead, everything is literally just, now it's seeped into the skin. So nothing is like peeking out, raising up, caking up, anything. I'm showing you guys at the hairline especially because that's the first place that I noticed the first day when I was wearing the foundation, like in between the brows. I was seeing it a lot, like the nose area, which now everything is literally settled into the skin. There's no caking looking on the face. Everything just looks really, really, really nice and smoothed out, you know, almost seeped into the skin. Like this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous foundation, man. Like I really like it. So I'm going to turn my lights back on. So yeah, this is pretty much a foundation at its finest. You guys, this foundation looks so pretty. I don't know, at first I really hated this foundation, but now it's like, yay, Marc Jacobs, I love it. The other good thing about this foundation is that it does not oxidize, so go ahead and pick your correct shade because this foundation will not oxidize on you. Also, you will not get any flashback. And I will go ahead right now and do a flash test for you guys with the camera so you guys can see that there's no flashback. So there you go, there was zero flashback on that bad boy. So I'm impressed, you guys. I'm like literally impressed. I mean, my skin just is like glowing. It's just glowing. I just love this foundation. This is definitely what I've been looking for in a foundation, and you guys know I love it. I just love it. I'll list down below of my foundation shades from different brands, from drugstore to high-end, down below in my description box if you want to check that out. Maybe we are the same shade match. So let's just put it out like that. This foundation is awesome. Definitely recommend you guys picking it up. I would say it's not a full coverage foundation. It's not even a buildable full coverage. I would say it's a buildable medium coverage, but it's more in the light to medium coverage aspect. But this foundation is really bomb, really bomb. I really love it. I went way beyond any review can go with the wear test, wear everything test. Did it 2 days in a row, testing the foundation out in different ways, using different primers, so you guys can get the full everything on this foundation and whether it's worth the money, because this is not a cheap foundation. This is more of a high-end foundation. So Marc Jacobs hit the nail on the head with this one, and I definitely recommend you guys picking it up. I would say if you're someone like me that doesn't have a lot of acne scars or any bad, you know, skin marks or anything like that, or texture on the face, this foundation will look beautiful on your skin. If you are more of a textured, acne prone person, I'm not sure how it will work on you, but you can give it a try. It's up to you. But like I said, it's not that full of a coverage foundation, but it's buildable coverage. As you can see, it looks so different. Like it just gives you a nice blown out effect look. Really love it. Definitely recommend it. I would not recommend something if it's not good. And again, I'm in the shade Y440, so it's tan Y440. So this is my perfect shade match. If you guys notice in my application, when I was putting the foundation on, I did not pull it down the neck, because usually if a foundation matches me perfectly, like perfectly, I won't really pull it down the neck, because there's no need to do that. It's only if a foundation is a little off from your color, then you will pull it down to blend a little bit. So I had no need to pull it down because it matches me perfectly. So again, my shade is tan Y440. Love this foundation, love the packaging of it. the sunscreen flashback effect that the foundation claims to not give. That is a go. There's no flashback, so it's great. It's great to wear outside, because especially summertime, because it's light feeling. It's very, very light feeling. I didn't have to set anything. It's not sticky or tacky. I wouldn't consider this a matte foundation. It's in between satin and, like I said, skin-like. So it's not, you're not gonna get a matte or you're not gonna get a dewy finish. It's just like spot on in the middle of finishes. As you guys can see, like, the foundation should speak for itself. It's just perfect. 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 If you guys prefer this way of me reviewing foundations, which is wearing it a couple days and then coming back to you guys and reporting in, or you'd like to see me unbox it and use it for the first time and, like, you know, get my reaction as well as wear it for that day, let me know which versions of me reviewing a foundation you'd like. And like I said, I did went a little beyond measures to review this foundation, only because it's a high-end foundation, and you know, not everyone can afford to buy a bunch of high-end foundation. So I figured that going beyond my reviews with this one would help and let you guys know, if you really want to get it, that, you know, girl, get it if it's worth it. If it's not, then I'll let you know, don't get it. But this one definitely is a go-getter, so grab you this foundation. For now, I have 2 more high-end foundations to review for you guys. So if there's any drugstore foundation that you want to see a girl review, let me know down below. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up, of course, as always. Share it if you liked it, and leave your comments and feedback down below in the comment section, like I kept saying throughout this whole 5 minutes. And that's it. I will catch you guys in a later video. I really love this foundation. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Bye guys.